Breaking news, Nigerians. EU Election Observation Mission final report on general elections in Nigeria, 25th February and 18th March 2023. Inec chairman missing. As family member cries out, his whereabouts unknown. These people don't start to. Niger twisting his reports. They don't start. Missing to where? He just have to come, and wherever he's missing to, he have to come back and come and redo what he did. This is not the time for missing, no. This is the time you have to be around to undo what, they have done. You not see life now. You see, this man does not have peace. All this missing, and run away, they run so. You don't have to run away. You understand? Federal government, they did that side. Then they defend when they do for election. They say AU report is what did they call themselves? Join this and all that. That election, that report is nonsensical. You understand? They see all these people so. Now they call AU say why then they interfere. The same people who aided you for the election, they gave you money for the election. They brought their staffs to train Inec officials in Nigeria. Now, when I don't do it, I don't do finish, then talk put. Now they talk, say waiting, make them they talk. They don't have the right to talk. Well, Inec chairman should not be missing on. All this alarm is just to deceive Nigerians. He just have to come and do what he has undo what he has undo what he has done. When I not say the 2023 general elections, according to EU report, he said it did not ensure a well-run, transparent, and inclusive democratic process, as assured by the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec. Public confidence and trust in Inec was severely damaged during the presidential poll and was not restored in state-level elections, leading the civil society to call for an independent audit of the entire process. So the pre-poll environment was volatile and challenging, affected by economic crisis. Fundamental freedoms of assembly and movement were broadly respected, yet the full enjoyment of the latter was impeded by insecurity in some parts of the country, abuse of incumbency by various political office holders, distort the playing field, and widespread vote buying detracted from an appropriate conduct of the elections. Incidents of organized violence shortly before and on election day in several states created an environment deterring voters' participation. Media raised voters' awareness, fact-checkers stood up against disinformation, and civil society demanded INEC's accountability. The overall outcome of the polls attests to the continued underrepresentation of the marginalized groups in political life. Positively, candidates and parties disputing outcomes took their complaints to the court, although the number of such cases was extensive. Meanwhile, as of today, shocking thing actually happened in the court as the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, on Monday in Abuja. Today that one happened in Abuja. Their witness refused to show up. You understand? Their witness in the court refused to show up. And Nigerians come dey talk say who wan testify for Inec? Who want? Who go do am with everything wey don happen on ground? Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on Monday in Abuja began its defense of the February 25th presidential election on a shaking note, with none of its three witnesses present at the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC). So contrary to the scheduled activities of the court, INEC, which conducted the disputed election and built to open defense, came to the court without any witness. It led the counsel and the former president of the Nigeria Bar Association (NBA), Abubakar Laribe Mahmood San, informed the court of his plan to call three witnesses to counter the allegations of the Labour Party and its presidential candidate Peter Obi. He, however, lamented that none of the witnesses were in court due to domestic reasons for him to open the defense. So the senior lawyer pleaded with the court to bear with him and applied for adjournment of its defense. Maybe because Abubakar is missing now. That is the reason why this happened. This is just the beginning now. There is no peace for the wicked. You understand? INEC understand what they did. So there is no need of all these things. Well, like as I said, that INEC chairman Mahmood should not should not be missing. Nigerians needed him right now. Make he clarify wetin he do. That is just it. After that, he will not be needed again. He should just come out to clarify what he did during the election, and his work will be done. I'm dropping it here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Thank you.